Hello, friends. This is Alice, and this is my channel, The Witch in the Glen. I am going to jump into a quick reading for you. I'm getting a little set up here. I have been feeling into the energies, and it feels sort of quiet right now. Yeah. But you're moving towards, it's like the quiet before this wave of encouragement, this wave of success, this wave of new love, this wave of happily ever after, which is about to come in. You have the Star in reverse. So let's get a little bit more. I think you've been really fearing that this is not going to happen. Let's see. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So there might be something that's going on with your finances that could be affecting, oh, look who's hiding. Oh, okay. So I'm seeing this as like, this has not come in yet. You're moving towards this really beautiful, happily ever after. But in the meantime, it's like, the Star is like your dream come true. And so right now it's like you can feel it coming in, but it's not there yet. It's not there yet. Your manifestation isn't here yet, but you have manifested it, even though it's been like a really hard road, and you've had to give hard road of conflict and people who have been stabbing your back. And that might have been somebody that you know to be your twin flame, might be somebody who it felt like stabbed you in the back. But you are coming into balance. During this period, you might have been in a little bit of a codependent stage. The Queen of Cups, when she is in reverse, she can be difficult to depend on. Can be flighty. She is not master of her emotions, but her emotions are the master of her. She is spilling her gifts right and left, so she probably has energy vampires around her, but she's also letting her energy flow away. And you see these knives that are here. I think that has, there's the my dog's squeaking a toy. It's like she's been stabbed in the back, and here's like the blood trickling down, and she's this suit of water, and you see the water kind of falling from the seabed into the sky almost. So there's an element of like, she's not where she's supposed to be. Like the water needs to be closer to the lower density aspects of the earth. But here she's just, it's like she has, it's like sort of like the phrase her head in the clouds, but it's like she is in this amorphous emotional state. And it's caused there to be an opening for energy vampires who are actually really going to full on take advantage of her. So this is where you might have been a target of people around you. people who might have been interfering with your dreams right when your best manifestations were coming in, right when your twin flame was coming in. Somebody might have stabbed you in the back, and I think it could be, so we have the the Page of Swords over here, and he is in reverse. So there might have been another masculine involved who really instigated whatever was going on. This could be like a representative of your counterpart, or it could be someone from the outside who really comes in and causes a lot of mayhem and destruction in this situation. And this could be a feminine person too. I'm feeling that about this card for sure. But really, like, you've had this dream coming in, this manifestation coming in. Here comes your Ten of Pentacles. You can taste it. And then it's like it's taken away in just one swipe. There have been people in your life who orchestrated and or contributed to you losing your losing the beautiful, perfect world that you had manifested. Death. This cycle is coming to an end, though. You are going to see, we have the sun that led out, but it's counterbalanced by the star, which tells me that the star in reverse. So it's like these two are competing with each other pretty much. Like, it's like the sun is like the happiest card, and the star in reverse is like your dream is being crushed. And here we have the Death card at the end of this, and I think that what we're saying is that this is really this the part of the story that is this chapter is over. These people are going to be out of your life. You're not going to have to deal with this, like, external factors, external people who have no business meddling in yours coming in. So goodbye. Let's put that to rest. And you are going to see, once you have come into, like, at whatever point you come into contact with, and you might have already, but a lot of times twins don't realize it until one or both of them is in complete alignment, or they are in complete alignment with each other, I should say, which it has to be past a certain level of consciousness for them to get into the level of consciousness where they are actually magnetized to each other enough to come together and talk, or come together and meet each other, come together and be together briefly. But what happens is that there's always, almost always, there is this element, or there is, of separation, or there is a literal separation. It can be literal or figurative, and that there, you could be separated emotionally and physically. You could have your twin could be in a totally different country. But so there's lots of different types of separation. Psychic separation, where you feel like you're if you've had like twin telepathy, you feel like it kind of fades in and out. But this is coming to an end. Who do we have here? Okay. All right. So Ace of Cups over here. So this might be having a little bit of trouble coming off the ground. It's like your person doesn't really know how to approach you. They are so overcome by their tender emotions for you that they are sort of getting stuck in this like daydreaming about you kind of like in this way where they're too nervous to talk to you, sort of like when you're 12 and have a crush on somebody, or you're in love with somebody when you're 12, and it's just like you never ever talk to them. Like you might have talked to them like one time in 3 years, but you're like in love with this person. It's sort of like that. But like there is this tower moment and judgment that's really is going to or has come down hard, where the partners, the two of you have this moment of reckoning where you are confronting the reality of the 3D where you are and what this really means for your like this stagnant place that you've been in. It's like eventually there's just like the hand of God comes in and it's just like come on, like wrestling these two. And you know, it takes a lot to shake them out of this energy of like, this was really hard to come out of, but we are moving towards the world, which is also, that is like a beautiful counterbalance to the sun up here. The world is also, it's like everything that you ever wanted coming in. There is this, and you are coming out as Aphrodite here, which echoes the Queen of Cups over here. Aphrodite, rising from the sea, but rising from, I'm seeing, it looked like mountains for me. And it's her, she's standing on a red cloak and has this red cloak wrapped around up here. So it's like she is fully grounded in this 3D reality, and she holds the key to how the twins should come into union. It's like she is holding the two twin flame candles, and she is the goddess of love and beauty and divine union. And the Queen of Cups is really a she is an echo of Aphrodite herself. And so it's like she was upside down here and she is now coming. See, they're both auburn hair. It's like the Queen of Cups, that's, you know, an echo to Aphrodite, Venus. And we remember you were coming in as in reverse during this really, really hard time when, you know, and this could be at any point in this story, like you could be anywhere along here. So if it echoes for you and you feel or have felt your twin come in and like be pulled away from you, all this like happiness that you could almost touch that ends up being pulled away, where it feels like sort of a bad dream. It's all coming to this tower moment though, and it's gonna come, it's going to I want to say implode. The situation is going to like implode on itself, and it's going to be a big deal. Like it really might be like some kind of like I'm even hearing like a natural disaster, like Love and Light, but that, or like, you know, something major comes crashing down in their world. And I'm seeing this as likely the masculines, on the side of the masculine, and then it kind of reverberates. But really the twins are always exchanging energy with each other, fully, in full, like an equal exchange of energy all the time. So that's how they mirror, and at a certain point they come to the point of union and like literal almost mirroring of like emotions and things that they're going through. Yes. And so this wanted to come out again, but see there's like this beautiful reality coming in for you, like the hand of God is coming in, and he's like, okay, enough of this, y'all have been through enough, and you really deserve your happily ever after. And it's coming in, the hand of God. And this is like beautiful relationship, beautiful feeling. I'm seeing this dove bringing this divine union in, and your cup is going to overflow with love. And I'm seeing this as like bubbles in a bubble bath. And the lotus flowers growing, and the lotus is water lily, which I didn't realize for a long time. And water lilies grow up from the muck in the bottom of the swamp. So it's like you have these floating, you might be in the muck, but you have these floating lilies above you that are gonna be there if you, whenever you reach the surface, you'll have like a raft there, whether you are a little frog or whether you are the lily itself, because the lily is held up in a way by the lily pads, but that beautiful flower grows up from the mung and the muck and the reeds of the pond. I mean, the most beautiful things come out of the hardest situations. The hardest things that you're put through are end up being the most beautiful stories. And see, this is like, it's not, this isn't over until it's actually come in. So this is a timeless reading, but this is also like, look for these themes in your life, and it could be right around now, or it could be several months from now, or you could be feeling like your dream is getting taken away. But look at your life and try to identify people who might be sucking your energy, and you can get proactive. I mean, and that's just something that we all should be doing, especially as, you know, if you're into tarot and stuff like that, you're a very empathic person, thoughtful person. And so you, as being a person in that kind of alignment, you are able to transmute the feelings of your intuitions into ideas, and you can convert water into air and water into water. So you can exchange energy in such a way. You have the superpower of being able to recognize the energy that's coming in and out. So you have the power to recognize who are these energy vampires. And it's just like, find one and then try to start recognizing that blueprint of how they make you feel. And then all of a sudden you're going to realize, oh my gosh, you're going to be able to see like a crystallized, this is like literally like the sacred geometry of life, and how things crystallize to become real in 3D, like ideas as well. So you can crystallize the ideas that where you have just, you know, outed these people who are energy vampires, or, you know, this is what you really do, is you just bring death to those relationships and just walk away. You can just just leave without saying anything. You can ghost them. I mean, once you discover people who are actually like real narcissists, like who have no feelings, no ability to access feelings, and they just are really good at, they've just learned their whole life, like they don't even know the difference, but they've lived their whole life like not being able to truly feel and truly be awake. So look for those. Look for the energy vampires, so that you can see. I mean, it's like her water is like flowing up and away from her. She's no longer filling a pool. She's pouring the water up into the sky. And so just know that you are on the way, and you're going to come in as this, you're going to fully come into alignment and come into your divinity as a beautiful, divine, majestic, balanced person of intuition. And this doesn't have to be man, woman. We're talking about energies, and there's a polarity of the feminine energy and the masculine, and there is an element of you have your own certain blueprint, and there is the perfect balance where you are the most true to yourself in your expression. And so these energies are sort of like you can explain gender using these energies, but you can really explain anything in the context of these energies. And so any of these feminine cards don't have to be a woman. Like they can be somebody who identifies as who has any gender or orientation identity. But the feminine cards are usually representative of more like intuition, emotion, caretaking, the archetype of beauty is an aspect of the feminine. So she's the ultimate creatrice. So I'm excited for you. Save this and come back to it when you start feeling this coming in. I'm seeing it, and you are going to conquer all these people. You're going to have your 10 of Pentacles. You're going to have your moment in the sun, and it will not be just a moment. It will be a lifetime of happiness, whatever your heart desires and whatever your imagination can come up with. And look for, always seek peace and love, and you will always be heading towards your happily ever after. Okay, I will talk to you all later, and hit the like button and save, subscribe, all the things. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye.